Okay, here we go. This is lesson 3 of drawing the NASCAR number 13, and I did some work coloring the lower part of the body just in front of the number 13 on the side so that you didn't have to watch me do all of it. I wanted to get farther along so you could see more of what has been done and then still see me doing some of the work that's here. What I'm doing is just trying to darken up the lower section because that's the darkest part of the car. And then, of course, the shadow underneath the car is going to be very similar in value too. But on the body of the car itself, these parts are going to be the darkest that I'm going to make them. And then after that, then we'll work up to the places where there's a dark area, like on the windshield posts and near the top and all. There's a very dark spot right at the edge. And then down lower it becomes more of a lighter blue. So that's going to be done on its own. And then we'll start working one value against another to make sure that we get it so that there's a big contrast in there, as big a contrast as we can put in this. And that should make the most interesting drawing we can do. Okay, here's the fender flare on the front. Okay, nearly done there. And now doing that windshield post that I talked about. All I'm doing here is putting down a base coat of black or gray. It's dots, of course, but I'm not putting them down dark enough to make it look black. It's just going to be a kind of a grayish color. And this is going to be so that it will be at least as dark as the lightest section is in there. And then the darkest section will be considerably darker than that. It'll be similar to what we have on the lower part of the body. But then the part that you see that is not done at all, the section in between, right on the shoulder or hip area of the car, just underneath the windows, that is going to be very light in color. That's where the sun is hitting, or the light is hitting the most directly, and coming back into the camera that took this picture to start with. And what that does is it's going to give us that contrast that we're looking for, as well as the number 13, of course, on the side, and some of the little trim things that we see on there will give us a better amount of contrast to work one against the other. But it's coming along great so far. It's a really nice looking car, and every time I touch this thing it looks better. The more I study it, the more I see what needs to be done on it, and it's coming along great so far. Okay, here I'm working on the lower rocker panel. This is the lowest part of the body in the center section, and just roughing in a line across the bottom there. That's just a series of dots, and then right below that is going to be the shadow that's underneath the car. Okay, running out of time for today, but when you come back tomorrow, we'll have a lot of this done. I'll hopefully have most of the lower part of it done, and then we'll work on the top tomorrow, and we'll really get this thing down the road. I hope to see you back again because we're going to do a lot of work, and I think you're going to be interested. Thanks.